The Kabbalion is a book that talks about the Hermetic principles, which comes from the infamous Hermes Trismegistus, however you want to pronounce it. And the Hermetic principles, known far and wide, are really said, and I've so far found it true, that they are the basis for all mystery schools, and there is no religion that you will find that does not have the Hermetic principles and Hermetic teachings in general woven into them. So I thought it would be fun to go over the Hermetic principles one by one, as I did the Jordan Peterson series. First of all, welcome to another video. I'm Ann Blackwood, your Silicon Valley Sage Sister, here to bring consciousness to the forefront of your daily life to make life a little kinder and simpler. I bought this cup just to put my dōTERRA stickers on it. Enjoying this very, very much. I bought myself 2 packs of these dōTERRA stickers from the dōTERRA marketplace just to stick them on everything. I'm absolutely loving it. Had to share it. But let's get to Hermetic principle number 1. Now, I want to note, first of all, before I get into this, that I'm going to read the little excerpt, and I'm going to add a couple of things here and there, but then I'll get into it after that. And I want to start off by mentioning that they have in this what they call the all. And that has a little explanation here that I want to give you. So it explains that the all, which is the substantial reality underlying all the outward manifestations and appearances which we know under the terms the material universe, the phenomena of life, matter, energy, and, in short, all that is apparent to our material senses. So, that is what they are referring to when they refer to the all. So, let's get into this. Principle number 1, the principle of mentalism. The principle embodies the truth that all is mind. It explains that the all is spirit, which goes hand in hand with both Rosicrucianism and A Course in Miracles, which lends to the fact that there is no mystery school or religion that goes untouched by the Hermetic teachings. It explains that the all is spirit, which in itself is unknowable and undefinable, which actually in Rosicrucianism we define spirit as well as other things, but which may be considered and thought of as an universal, infinite, living mind, kind of like cosmic consciousness, God, source, spirit. It also explains that all the phenomenal. It also explains that the phenomenal world or universe is simply a mental creation of the all, subject to the laws of created things, and that the universe as a whole and in its parts or units has existence in the mind of the all, in which mind we live and move and have our beings. This principle, by establishing the mental nature of the universe, easily explains all of the varied mental and psychic phenomenon which occupy such a large portion, of the public attention, and which, without such explanation, are non-understandable and defy scientific treatment. An understanding of this great Hermetic principle of mentalism enables the individual to readily grasp the laws of the mental universe and to apply the same to his well-being and advancement. The Hermetic student is enabled to apply intelligently the great mental laws instead of using them in a haphazard manner. With the master key in his possession, the student may unlock the many doors of the mental and psychic temple of knowledge and enter the same freely and intelligently. this principle explains the true nature of energy, power, and matter, and why and how all these are subordinate to the mastery of mind. One of the old Hermetic masters wrote long ages ago, "He who grasps the truth of the mental nature of the universe is well advanced on the path to mastery." And these words are as true today as at the time they were first written. Without this master key, mastery is impossible, and the student knocks in vain at the many doors of the temple. This speaks to two things, really. And though I will admit that I am not well versed in what they refer to as the master key, I would say that this gets into two very common spiritual concepts. One is that the all, God, source, spirit, cosmic consciousness, is not only in all of us, but in everything, is all of us, and is what created us. As well, that also speaks to the fact that I would even argue, with the exception of a couple concrete things, everything else is up to us to manifest within our lives. I just spoke the other day about how I was talking about how the long-term healing is so important, because otherwise we can put things such as band-aids, for instance, on our triggers in the moment. But wouldn't you rather heal a trigger so that it doesn't come up than try to combat it in the moment? This is what this speaks to. That, and this idea that I've talked about before when it comes to how our perception of everything is filtered through our understanding of the past. So when we can heal ourselves, mind, body, and spirit, that allows us to get rid of that dirt when it comes to our perception of the past, and allows us to move freely into the future without those triggers, in that sense, holding us back. When we can start to understand that the mind is what we filter everything through. And so when we can master the mind, which is what so many religious teachings are about, so many spiritual teachings are about, we can then move forward to hearing the spirit within. If we want to live life, as I say, kinder and simpler, it starts with healing the mind. That is why shadow work has come to the forefront of spirituality in so many different ways. And when I say shadow work, I'm merely referring to the mental health healing that happens in spiritual practice. And the more deeply you get into spiritual practice, the more it goes just beyond doing things like ritual or spells or magic or manifestation. The more it gets into healing your mental health so that you can heal the body, and the spirit can come forth to help you lead your life so that you can live your best life. So that is part of why this affirmation, "May the energies you serve you well," is something that I've been talking a lot about recently in the last couple of days, bringing to other people's attention in the last couple of days more than I think I ever have. And why I say it every time. Because when you can start to meditate on this concept of the energies that you serving you well, you can start to open doors to where you can see healing being required in your life, and then proactive health measures, tools, skills, habits being implemented to live your best life. So I guess I'll end it with this. I invite you all to meditate on this affirmation and blessing. May the energies you serve you well. How is this true in your life? How is this not true in your life? What energies do you serve, and how do they serve you? Do they serve you? Could they serve you better? Is it possible that they won't serve you at all and that you need to find other energies to serve in that sense? That is what I will leave you with. Thank you guys for joining me for another video. Stay tuned for my next video on the Hermetic principle number 2, which is the principle of correspondence. As above, so below. Thank you guys for joining me for another video. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to check out the links in the description. That includes my mailing list if you want to get in on my free Ritualize Your Life workshop. That is how you do that, by signing up for my mailing list. That's how you can get in on any of the free things that I do. And I only do 1 email a month, if that, because I don't like just sending out emails to remind people that I exist. So you will only get the latest and greatest when it comes to emails from me. Also, there's Patreon. That's a link in the description, where I have all of my workshop replays, my intuitive lifestyle course, journal exercises, guided meditations, and so much more, like Spirituality 2.0 and 101, my meditation series, and all just for as little as $23 a month. For all of that and more that I haven't even been able to mention because it would take too long. I've got so much stuff packed into that awakening tier. It is amazing, and it's just $23 a month. And then I have 2 other tiers on top of that, which gives you everything the awakening tier has to offer, plus some other little perks for signing up for those tiers themselves. I have my free clarity call. If you would like to heal, grow, expand your consciousness, end the cycles of suffering in your life, make your life, as I say, kinder and simpler. I have 7 spots available for one-on-one clients right now, and my free clarity call you can sign up for if you have any questions about working with me one-on-one, or if you have any questions about dōTERRA. I do dōTERRA wellness calls as well, and you just sign up for the free clarity call and check the little dōTERRA box. dōTERRA, your one-stop shop for all your natural living needs, getting rid of all those nasty synthetic chemical products and replacing them with the best, purest plant-based products and plant medicine. Love it so much so I couldn't help but show off my cup earlier. If you have any questions about that, sign up for the free clarity call or drop them in the comments. What else? Bunch of other links in the description. Go check them out. And as always, may the energies you serve you well. And let's keep making our way through. We can start to see how what I talk about, the Holy Trinity of Health, really does make so much sense. We have all these tiny moths in here, and it's driving me bonkers. Where was I?